Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go! Now, for today's lesson, we will be discussing about the adverbs. So this very first lesson about adverb will be our introduction about the next coming videos and topics about this part of speech. Okay? So now, for us to have a better understanding of what adverbs are, let's give the definition of it. Okay? So as you can see here, an adverb is a word that can modify or describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, or even an entire sentence. Now, adverbs can be used to show manner, okay, which means how something happens, degree, place, and time. So adverbs are usually formed by adding ly to the end of an adjective. So this is something that we are going to discuss later on the next coming videos. So although there are also other adverbs that don't have this ending, okay, there are also some adverbial phrases, series of words that play the grammatical role of adverbs. All right, so now let's take a look at some example sentences using different kinds of adverbs. So let's see this one. Ali walked quickly. Charles never answers her phone. It is an incredibly exciting film. Actually, I am not sure. So I want you to pay attention to the bold words. These are some of the examples of adverbs that we have. All right? So for the next part, we have here the adverbs and verbs. Now, adverbs often modify verbs, so which means they usually tell something about our verb. So they describe the way an action is happening. Like, for example, Juan sings loudly in the shower. So the adverb loudly describes how Juan sings in the shower. Now, my cat waits impatiently for his food. I will seriously consider your suggestion. So please take a look at here your adverbs that usually modify or tell something about your verbs. Now, the adverb in each of the sentence above answers the question, in what manner? How does Juan sing? Loudly, right? How does my cat wait? Impatiently. How will I consider your suggestion? Seriously. So now adverbs can answer other types of questions about how an action was performed. They can also tell you when, where, and with what frequency. So which we are going to talk about on the next coming lessons. Okay? Now, however, there is one type of verb that does not mix well with adverbs. So it means we usually cannot or do not use adverbs with them. So these are what you call your linking verbs, such as feel, smell, sound, seem, appear. So typically, they precede adjectives. Okay, so it means after them. Okay, after them are adjectives and not adverbs. So a very common example of the type of mix-up that happens when with linking verbs is this sentence. Paz feels badly about what happened. So I want you to please understand this sentence very well. Okay, because feel is a verb and it seems to call for an adverb rather than an adjective. Okay, but feel isn't just any verb, it is a linking verb, which means that it links the subject of a sentence to the modifier it follows. So since a subject is a noun, it is modified by an adjective. So an adverb would describe how you do the action of feeling. An adjective describes what you feel. So there are differences, or there is a difference between the two. So Paz feels badly. We are actually talking about how Paz feels. But the sentence Paz feels bad, we are actually talking about what Paz feels. Okay? Now, using adverbs in English. So adverbs, okay, just like what we say, they tell more about your other words like your verbs, adjectives, or another adverbs. So usually they tell us how often, when, or where something was done or is done. So the adverb is placed after the verb. It modifies. After the verb, it modifies. The boss moved slowly. The bears ate greedily. So the car drove fast. Okay? Now, some adverbs modify adjectives, making them stronger or weaker. Okay? So when we put some adverbs with your adjectives, sometimes we tell the degree or intensity of that adjective. You look absolutely fabulous. So very fabulous. He is slightly overweight, a little bit. And you are very persistent. Okay? And some types of adverbs can modify other adverbs, changing their degree or precision. Okay, so in this case, we're talking about degree. How much, okay, the adverb could be. Like, for example, she played the violin extremely well. So it makes the adverb well a higher in degree. Okay, and the last one here, you're speaking too quietly. Okay, too quietly, making it least. Okay? So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.